Hi Geminis, so this is going to be a general reading. As always, take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, and always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be. Okay, sorry guys, I had to put it on the do not disturb mode, because you know how interruptions be when you get to filming. Anyways, so yeah, this is a general reading for my Geminis, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, or any other significant placement to you. Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot, and always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be. So yeah, I feel guided to start off with these really simple, they're called celestial tarot cards. I got them like at where did I get them? Five Below. Yeah, I feel like for some of you this could be a message of some sort. I saw a couple leaves fall from a tree, and it was very random, okay? Like, I don't know why it made me look at the noise, you know, like when leaves fall on the, like, you know, concrete, cement. I don't know, so I feel like for some of you, maybe it's something associated to a tree, or like leaves falling off a tree. Kind of gives me like fall time. Yeah, like toasty weather. Which fall time gives me that toasty weather, like the pumpkin spice and like, you know, all the like really cozy, toasty scents that you'll see. I'm getting Bath and Body Works, so I don't know, some of you guys might be going to Bath and Body Works or something of that nature. Okay. So, you know what? Let me see. Let's start off with this. So give me a message for my Gemini. Okay, that is way too many. Let me see. Give me... Did I just see... Would you look at that? We have a card in here, because my tarot decks, guys, were like in a bag. So, Five of Swords. Interesting that I showed that. We have the Five of Wands here at the bottom of this deck randomly. So 10 could be significant. 10s are endings to new beginnings. So something about endings to new beginnings, maybe for some of you, with like me mentioning how like fall and toasty weather, we are going to enter a new season in a couple weeks, right? Depending on the hemisphere that you live on, but you know, here in the US, we're going to enter fall not too far from now, so there could be a significance to change. I just mentioned a tree, and here we have a tree. This is the Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, so for some of you, maybe there's something to do with like your manifestation, the fruits of your labor, like they say. You're going to be able to have, like, for some of you, think of it like, and this is just obviously an example, maybe there's something to do with like fruit falling from the tree, or there's a significance to, not literally fruit falling off a tree. I feel like I just said that all wrong. Bear with me, guys. This Mercury retrograde has me like not being able to speak clear, and this Lion's Gate and all that, it's just been hitting me hard. It's giving me like, you have a tree, right? And there hasn't been any, you planted seeds and there hasn't been any fruit. Those fruits are your manifestations, your wishes, your dreams, maybe even goals. So there could be a significance to that. The Four of Wands. and the Knight of Swords. There could be a message coming in from someone. Could be another Gemini, because Knight of Swords is Gemini energy, but doesn't have to be. But an air sign overall could be significant. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A message, it could be like someone wanting to take action, or someone may want to give you a message. Yeah, and this message here, might have a significance to a home. Maybe someone wants to offer you some kind of stability. This Four of Wands, you know, is like 11-11. So 11-11 could be significant. And we're talking about tens. So 10-11, so progress as well. Yeah, so if you haven't been seeing any progress, there is progress. Wow. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. And even before, right? You know how one of the cards that was in here was the 5 that was in this deck. Because I was telling you guys how it was kind of like, I had it in a bag, so it was kind of like some cards. I may have missed one when I was putting like each stack of cards in their coordinated deck. And I was talking about how there was a 5 and 5 here. So for some of you, maybe there's been chaos, there's been low vibes, there's been competition, there's been people who may go back and forth with you. I don't know why I'm kind of thinking back to that reading that I did, where I was talking about how some of you guys may have like a certain person around. Could be like someone that you live with, okay? So it could be like an authoritative figure, like a family member, a parent, that may be like very, I want to say it's almost like they argue for just about nothing, like very petty, low vibe. It kind of gives me like throws tantrums, okay? Because the 5 of Wands is kind of people going back and forth for literally like nothing. Like it's pretty irrelevant. So I'm getting here like there's progress, endings to new beginnings. So you may be ending something and then you're like moving to the next phase, which we got 11. I mean, it's not literally an 11, but the 4 of Wands does look like an 11. So 11-11 could be significant here. The Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Interesting, we have the Fool at the bottom. Yeah, you could even have more than one person here. I've been getting a lot of night energy in your readings, Gemini. So something about like people wanting to take action. Could even be for some of you, you have more than one person who's in a night energy. And nights are all about taking initiative, making moves. They're like action oriented, right? The knights. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, so some kind of new beginning, some kind of offer. I'm getting for some of you this offer involves emotion, but it also involves like pentacle energy, like material, a new home. It could even be that someone wants to offer you something to do with the home, to do with stability. Could be moving in, could even just be maybe even moving in as in like renting, but I'm getting like moving away from a certain energy and going into an actual stable place. Because Four of Wands, I mean, and these cards are very simple, but like in original tarot, it's two people like at an altar who are on the same page. So for some of you, you may be somewhere where things aren't fruitful, things aren't abundant. Those people may not even be abundant. I'm even getting they may wonder why they're not abundant. But it's because it's like, how are you abundant if you're in this energy? Five of Wands is an abundant energy. It's actually very ego-oriented. It's like nonsense. I wasn't going to say it earlier, but I'm going to say it now. It's like bull, S-H-I-T. Like it's bullshit, right? So, yeah. Some kind of new beginning. It's like starting fresh, starting new, but elsewhere. Yeah, and interesting. We have the Two of Wands here, and we have the Six of Wands. 1111. I just seen it as I was looking over at the time. Two of Wands, Six of Wands. I'm getting here like how I'm even, because I grabbed the cards and how I'm placing them like this. I feel like someone may, this may have been like a battle. You may have been, and literally that's, I feel, you know, that's kind of an example and not like a metaphor, but a battle in terms of emotion. You may have had like a lot of heavy energy. You may have even felt like prior to this reading, the energy that I was channeling was kind of like when you just feel drained, like drained to the point where you're not even frustrated or mad. You don't even really know how to describe your emotion. It's just more like you just want peace. You want some peace and quiet. You want hermit energy. You want to be, even if it's just for like an hour or whatever. So for some of you, it's like a long battle, and it's like what's coming out of this is victory. And interesting because we have 5 before, and then we have 6 of Wands. We had 5 of Wands, right? And then we have the 6 of Wands. So you may have really gone back and forth with more than one person, okay? It could be one person, but I'm just getting here like there may have been plural, like multiple people that you just felt there was just too much conflict with. Let me see what else for my Geminis. What else for my Geminis? What else for my Geminis? The Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is, regardless of gender, Gemini, female or male, we don't do genders here. Queen of Pentacles is a very stable, very mature, very loyal, very giving, generous person. A lot of the times Queen of Pentacles is like, it gives me one of the strongest suits that the Empress embodies, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Empress pretty much is all queens in one in a healthy, balanced way. But the Queen of Pentacles is one of the energies that I think stands out in the Empress. It's someone that can provide for themselves and for others, but knows when to not and when to give. So I feel like regardless, you know, if you're a female or male Gemini, you're embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy. And even for some of you, if you don't feel materialistically abundant, I see it here. Remember, we were talking about like the tree and fall time. So even fall time could be significant. I know Libra is the sign that embarks the new season, fall time, right? And I was saying Libra season could be significant in a recent reading I did for you guys. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, lots of endings here. We got 10 here, 11. We got 5 and 6. Yeah, there's progress here. And then aces are new beginnings. I feel like there's some kind of passionate new beginning here too. Yeah, I'm getting passion and emotion. What else for my Gemini? What else for my Geminis? You know, interesting. It looks like cards want to come out, but they haven't came out. And as I'm doing that, I'm getting something about a weighted message. So there could be an awaited message. The High Priestess. Pisces energy. You know, it's interesting. Under this, I have not shuffled this at all. If you see right here, the High Priestess. I feel like there's something that you know, or you already know, or you're going to know. Some of you guys may also be like very intuitive. You might be someone who reads themselves, right? Reads tarot, reads, you know, just spiritually in tune, even if it's just for yourself and not necessarily for like an audience or for people. But I'm getting here, you know, something about the eye too. So maybe your third eye could be opening. There could be things that you're now seeing, right? When your third eye opens, I feel like a lot of times we can kind of see it like, I mean, it is cool and it is amazing what opening your third eye can be like, but taking off like the whole mystical and like the woo to it, I feel like for some of you, it's just simply you seeing certain things and just having a feeling of it, right? Third eye energy is like just knowing things, seeing things, and not necessarily having evidence, concrete evidence, right? Because you know how it is if it's like, if it doesn't make sense on paper. So for some of you, it's like, that could even be significant where you don't feel the need that things have to be like factual. It's just like whatever I know is what I know. 5 of Pentacles. And I was just talking about how for some of you, if you don't feel materialistically abundant, and I take that back, not materialistically. I mean, not that material is a bad word, but like, you know, when people think of abundance, they think of like, you know, the house, the shoes, the clothes, the cars. Which is great, you know, that's part of this 3D world. For some of you guys, you may be feeling left out in the cold. That could be mindset-wise, though. That could be literally that for some of you, maybe you are still struggling a little bit. But I feel like with this coming out, it's like, yeah, we literally have 555. 555 could also be significant. Remember, 5 swords, 5 wands, 5 pentacles. So even the number 15 could be significant for some of you guys. But I just get like, there's progress here. You're not going to be feeling left out in the cold. Let me see. Give me an oracle. 1919 as I'm looking over at the time. Let me see. Give me a card for Gemini. Give me a card for Gemini. Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. Clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. The clock, time. Yep, I feel like there's significance to that example that I gave of the tree. The sword and rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. I don't know why I feel like a sword or a rose could be significant for some of you in some way. I'm getting a frame, so maybe for some of you, you have like a frame with a rose or something. Yeah. Love is coming, have faith. So for some of you, I do definitely feel like there's could be two people here that are coming towards you. And I know we didn't focus too much on that, but I just feel like you knowing about like the tree, something to do with the tree and things changing for you, is what Spirit wanted me to tell you. Time to heal, progress. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are healing. Clarity, truth, revelation. I feel like for some of you guys here with this Knight of Swords, there could be some kind of clarity that a Knight of Swords energy gives you. Let's see what else. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, transformation, progress. We even had it in the numbers, 10, 11, 5, 6, you know, like progress in the process. Girl with the snake, empath and narcissist pentagram, being charmed or use enable boundaries. Right under that 5 of Pentacles, the star is in reversed. So there might be an energy here that you might feel is just not worth. It's like not, there's no healing. There's no progress, because the star upright is all about healing, right? But in reverse, it's like the opposite of that. So for some of you, yeah, there could be, I'm getting, and I didn't want to put it too in specific. I know I said it like a parental figure, someone with authority. It could even be someone that you lived with in terms of a relationship. For others, that's not going to resonate for all of you guys. For others of you, it could be like, you know, family. But I know that may not resonate for all of you. There could be someone here that you just, that's that star card, you don't feel like is worth healing with. And it could have been an empath and narcissist pentagram, like a dynamic, an empath and narcissist. Interesting. So let me see, give me one more card, Spirit, before I close off this reading. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. Yeah, so there definitely was a situation here that I feel like could be done with. It's like there's no healing, there's no, right, that star card in reverse. It could be this Knight of Cups energy. Doesn't have to be a water sign, okay? Because that Ace of Cups, it's like it had came out with that Knight of Cups and that Ace of Cups were together. So I definitely feel like it could be someone that maybe wants renewal, but right here it's like it says no second chances. But I definitely feel like this Knight of Swords, I feel like the Knight of Swords is the one that's bringing in some kind of message of stability. Something to do with like maybe wanting even like a commitment. It doesn't have to be anything super major. It could just be like a very, very strong foundation between the both of you. Because remember, in the original tarot, there's two people at the, it looks like an altar. Then it says talking. Interested, conversing more, awaited a message, arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. Yeah, and I was just telling you guys that there could be something about an awaiting message. I feel like there's a message here, and I feel like it definitely could be that Knight of Swords. So there, yeah, I definitely feel like for some of you, you could be leaving behind like a home family dynamic and possibly a relationship, something to do with romance, and or both, okay? But I do feel like there is someone here, and I feel like it's that Knight of Swords. And again, don't get too fixated on the sign. I just feel like there's a message of some kind, okay? So I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys got some kind of clarity and or guidance in terms of major energies here. We have Pisces, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some Earth, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, and love and light, Gemini.